So around this time last year, I graduated from university, and today I've been seeing all of my friends who were a year under me graduate, see their videos, see them walking the stage, and it's making me nostalgic. And I was like, wait, what if I make a video talking about what I tell my first year going into college self? So this is what this video is going to be about. And I think it's going to be a fun one. I love a video where I can talk about an experience or experiences and just chit chat. So, yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Branson. I'm an actor, singer, dancer, songwriter, influencer, and everything else in between. And let's just get right into this video. So, for the first thing I would talk about is I have my notes right here, by the way. The first thing I would say is you will not talk to most of the people that you're meeting, your first month, week, year there. And I think that is something that is a hard pill to swallow for a lot of new freshman students, because when you're coming into university, when you're coming into college, you're just trying to meet everybody. You're trying to get the connections, trying to make new friends, especially when you go to a school where you're living away from home. You're trying to literally just see who can be your friend and who wants to kiki. And I think it's so apparent who's a freshman and who's not, especially those first weeks of school. And not even because they're looking around and stuff like that, because usually people can just what we did was we walked around campus before our classes actually started, so we kind of knew where everything was, so we weren't even lost on the first day of school looking around. But freshmen are typically more, they're typically more chatty and want to they're more on. They're oh yeah, okay, what are y'all doing? Or let's do this, or what's going on? And I feel that for younger freshman me, I was oh my gosh, wait, I need a new friend. Yay, I'm so excited. They're so cool. And then fast forward, baby, I don't even remember your name. I don't remember I don't remember a good 90% of the people I met. And it's that's okay. That is okay, because when you're a freshman in college, this is not an advice video. This is just me talking about my experiences, guys. So yeah, this is not me saying don't do this or do that. No, this is just me reminiscing. But yeah, a lot of my time there, I was just meeting people and trying to kiki, get in groups. And then for me, it was also kind of interesting because I feel that by the time that people already got in groups, I was still just chatting it up with everybody, because at that moment in time in my life, I was just a chatty butterfly. I was talking. So I met a lot of cool people, but people, they weren't doing much more so what I was doing. They were, once they found a group of people, they started kikiing with them long term. Whether they're still friends to this day or not is none of my business. But at that time, that was their little group. And I was but everybody seems so nice. Everybody seems so tea. Wait, let's kiki. But yeah, I would tell myself you're not going to be friends with the same people that you're talking to right now, because that's the way life is. You start with a big group. It's kind of like high school. What am I doing? It's kind of like high school in a sense where you go there freshman, meet a bunch of friends, and then senior year you're walking that stage with you and your two homegirls, but if you have to. But yeah. So the next thing I would say is, oh my gosh, do not, okay, and this is not controversial, but it's I would tell people this, but I'll also tell people not to do this. But for me personally, when I tell you I said yes to everything, it didn't matter how tired, how much work, how much anything had to do, especially freshman and sophomore year, I felt junior, senior year, I kind of slowed down. But I said yes to so many things, even things when I was tired, I didn't feel going, but I was just I don't know if it was FOMO. I don't know if it was just me trying to put myself out there, but it would just be random events. And I'm oh wait, what are y'all doing? Okay, let's go. Or they say, hey Branson, we're doing this. You want to come? Yeah. And honestly, anything was better than being in my dorm. Okay. And not even because because my roommate was chill. My roommate was real chill. But I just, it was the four walls for me. I was just I'm going crazy sometimes. But I wish that, I don't wish, but I would say that it's okay. I would tell younger freshman year Branson, be it's okay. You don't have to say yes to literally everything because you have this fear of FOMO. Because when I tell you at college, university, there's going to always be something going on. There is always going to be something going on the next day, the next weekend, maybe that Thursday, maybe on a random Tuesday night. You don't know. Somebody's birthday popping out, y'all. So it definitely will be a lot of moments that you can have fun and meet people. So don't feel like you have to say yes to every specific thing. But then there's also the side of me that's like, yeah, like say yes to everything, you know? Like, you never know what's gonna happen. And honestly, we know this, the most fun nights are the ones that are unplanned. So, if you get that knock on your dorm room door, like, hey, what are you doing right now? Nothing. Get in the car. Okay. No, but yeah, I would tell myself, it's okay, you can rest. You can rest because I was on, on. Anyways, the next thing I put was that there are gonna be many times where you kind of feel a little lonely, and that's okay. That is okay because I felt that seeing all of these college movies and seeing about, oh, this is gonna happen, which a lot of those things like did end up happening, and they just happened at different times because when you see like when you hear stories or you see like a 1 hour and 30-minute movie, they combine so many experiences into one. So you just expect everything to happen to you like right then and there. But no, there were some experiences that it didn't happen until senior year, or some that happened the second semester of junior year. And it's just, that is okay. But there would be times where I was just like, ugh, I just know that there are so many functions or so many events going on right now. And like, I didn't know anything about them because, like I said, I was friends with like a lot of people at least freshman year. And so as far as them, they would take their group to that event, or these people would take their group to that event, and I would be like, like I just know that there are functions going on, but like nobody told me anything. And I would just feel like lonely sometimes. And I'm like, you know what, Branson? It's okay. Watch your show, watch the little show, and eat you some food and mind your business. Because yeah, I don't know. I just feel like part of me felt like I always had to be doing something. And that goes back to my point of saying yes. I would always just be saying yes, always go on, always do this, go to the next thing, meet this person. And then when I wasn't doing that, I was like, so I'm sitting with myself. What do we do? And that was very, I don't know. It was just interesting. That's my favorite word. When I don't know how to describe something, interesting is the word that I go to. But yeah, so you will feel lonely sometimes, but maybe it's not lonely. Maybe it's just you having time with yourself. And I just also feel like since I was in college, like I had to make the most of my time. I was like, you're only in this for a moment in time of your life. Let's make the most. So then when I wasn't doing things, it was just the abyss into the head. But anyways, yeah, that was one of the talking points. Okay. Oh my God, the next one that I put is like you actually are learning like valuable things. Okay, and let me reference this by saying, so I graduated with oh, let me forget it. Bachelor of Fine Arts in Theater, Performance and Production. Okay, because as you guys know, I told you guys I'm an actor, entertainer, everything, singer, dancer, influencer, everything else in between. Um, and yeah, and then I had a minor in international studies. A lot of people don't know that, but yeah, another side fact, I studied abroad in South Korea for a semester. I can make so many videos about that. Actually, I can make videos about that. That was a time in itself. But everything I'm talking about is just my university that I went to, but not the when it's. I'm actually wearing the South Korean jacket that I got from the university. Anyways, but yeah, you're learning a lot of valuable skills, especially in my career field. So there would be times where I would be in my theater class, and I just felt like, is this even working? Like, we would do, and some things felt like the movies. Like, when you see movies in like theater class, like conservatory movies, and then they're like doing like these weird things in class, and you're just like, and you're just watching it as an audience member, like, what are y'all doing? We actually would do things like that in class sometimes, and I would be like, is any of this actually like giving us any skills, or is it working? And there would be times where I would just be like, ugh, like, okay, I would just like throw off the assignments or do whatever. But then now that I'm like actively in the film and theater world and like doing auditions in like the real world and not just for school productions and stuff like that, I'm seeing that laid so many foundations for like the work that I'm doing right now. Because even when I'm taking other classes outside of school now within this last like since I've graduated, you can definitely see like some people, the training that I got, some people are like actively learning that right now. And for me at the time, it felt like some things feel a little crazy, but now that I'm seeing, I'm like, oh my gosh, like wait, they kind of ate that down. They kind of ate with these. It's like one of those things when you're younger, your parents tell you like about something, and you're like whatever, but then you get older, you're like, oh okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, this is one of those. And I'm like, oh my God, our school, they're so good. They really prepared us. But well, at least in my theater program. But yeah, I would tell myself, you're learning a lot of valuable stuff. Okay, stop doubting and questioning, and just accept what you're learning. Um, and what was my last point? And then the last thing I would say was like, you'll just be a much more well-rounded person, Branson. Yes, I will. Just going to university like taught me so many skills, like just being on my own, communication, meeting people, like organizing things. Like I was in different events and organizations and clubs and involved. I was very involved on my campus. So it taught me so many life skills that I love forever. And yeah, it was an amazing time. Honestly, like I loved it. Wouldn't change a thing. Even though I'm making this whole video like, what I wish I would have told myself. No, like experience 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. That was the best decision ever. Like, it was so good. So tea. Anyways, but yeah, that's what I want to talk about this video, just my experiences, because I make a lot of videos on my channel, and I was like, let me give you guys some insight. So this was this video, but let me know if you guys want me to talk about a specific topic within this video, because I can make another video about that, or let me know if you guys liked it. Go watch my YouTube shorts, because I have singing videos, dancing videos, little skits over there, and whenever I get more projects in the future and things come out, I will definitely let you guys know here. But yeah, thank y'all for watching this video. I love y'all so much. And bye.